Don't mind me. Just a little bit extra today. Just a little bit extra today. I got my raw coconut cookie. My cup of almond milk. I'm just saying, if we're going balls to the wall, I'm going to have my belly all nice and happy. I'm going to have me some milk. I'm just saying. In addition to this, like 5 minutes before the start time, say, oh, let me paint my nails. Now they're freaking wet. Sometimes I don't know what to do with myself. Welcome to my channel. If this is your first time joining me, hello, hello. Thank you for finding me. If this is not the first time, thank you for coming back. Wait. Let me fix this because I can't see everyone's comments. I mean, not that I actually read comments. That was rude, girl. That was rude. I'm a rude girl. Okay, let me get started. I was told, I thought I was going to take a nap. I always think I'm going to take a nap, but I don't. It's just some circumstance I got myself into, painting nails right before a card reading. It's okay. Don't worry. Don't worry. You know, don't worry. So I asked the Pisces energy, what is this reading about? And Pisces, channeling my inner thug, was like, we going balls to the wall. Like crystal balls or like anatomical? Because I don't know. Crystal ball sacks are cool, but like scrotum is not. Let's get started. All right. I don't know what this is about, but I'm just saying. Damn it. Why can't y'all just leave Pisces be? Why you always got to make us fight? We're not fighters. We're lovers. We're lovers. Lovers of the fight. It's true. We're lovers of the fight. And if you think, oh, all the Pisces I know are peaceful, though, they're just really good at hiding their aggression. Just saying. Just being honest. Pisces is very good at hiding aggression. You know damn well in their head, they've whipped you, chained you, and done a bunch of other things in the 5 seconds they've been looking at you silently with a smile. I'm just saying, if you want to get into the mind of a Pisces, that's what's going on. Yes, you've been flayed. You've totally been flayed, and you think, oh, well, look at this cute little China doll. I've done whipped you 5 times already. I'm just saying. All right, I'm not even going to look at the cards. Surprise me along with everyone else. Let's see what's up, Pisces. Oh, yeah. I'm told that this deck is kind of concerning me because messages are kind of coming from this one. I'm trying to avoid all that ancient Egyptian stuff from previous lives, and this deck makes it impossible. Just impossible. Okay, I'm just setting the intention right now. This better not be some twin shit. I'm just saying, this better not be some twin flame stuff affecting my Pisces. All right, let's just stack these mofos up. Scooch them. All right, guys, let's see what we got. Let's just see what we got. We are, yes, tired of them fluffers, those fluffy mother fluffers, and we're just tired of them. But guess what? Card number 23, defend to the end, be worthwhile. I don't know why we keep having to defend people and things. Why can't they just not get themselves into drama? That's a novel concept. Don't get yourself into drama, or better yet, get yourself into drama and get yourself out of it. But we have to defend to the end the worthwhile. And you know how Pisces be. Everybody's our project. I'm a little extra right now. Let me just, the whole balls to the wall thing really got me extra aggressive. Let me recalibrate my throat chakra. Okay. We can't be talking shit the whole reading. We're peaceful again. We're so very peaceful with a very peaceful tone. Yes. All right. So here goes. Card number 51, to the moon and back. That's how much Pisces loves you. Pisces, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Also cross watchers. Pisces, no matter what you do, unfortunately, no matter what you do, Pisces will love you to the moon and back, will go to war for you, beside you, whatever is necessary. Pisces will do it. Just saying. Number 7, pure nature. That's just who we are, Pisces. That's just who we are. That is who we are, standing naked in our truth with a peony wrapped around us. Peonies are potent flowers. Look it up. Look it up. Okay. Divine sunchild, blessings of the sun, falcon. This looks like you're getting ready to rise up in a blaze of mother fluff and glory. Regulators mount up. I don't know what's going on, but it's looking like Pisces is about to go to war on your behalf, crosswatcher. Bringing out the whole squad, the Falcons and the Hawks and the mama and the guy. I don't know who the guy is. But Pisces is about to go to war for you. What the fuck is going on? Who is this? This better not be no twin shit. I'm telling you right now, Michael. I'm going to war from nobody. We'll see. Card number 3, inspiration. Now, Pisces, what grows you, what grows your personal power, what helps you to bloom can be something very sweet or something that can sting you. You have to use discernment. There are those in your circle who they're stingers. They're prepped to sting you. They've lulled you into thinking that it's about the sweetness and they're there to support and this and that. And of course, this is not going to apply to everyone. So not everyone with a circle is going to, resonate with this. But if you resonate with this, watch out. Okay. It looks like you're watching it, but you're not really using much discernment. That's a Pisces face if I ever seen one. Just staring like, oh, look how fluffy the butt is where the stinger is housed. Freaking Pisces. But we look so cute right before we get stung, right? Look at that. Look at that. She got some rouge on her lips and her, it's good. It's good. Just be aware. Not something to be afraid of. Just be aware. Oh my God. Card number 49, keys on trees. So you've locked up your memory of what the freaking frack. This person has done this to you before. Okay, Pisces. This person has stung you before. You locked up that memory. The memory is trying to escape and be like, no, they locked us in the tower. Pisces, keys on trees. You might have to climb to higher states of being to understand there's nothing spiritual about letting someone caca on you. Okay, even if you're into that, that's something you want to just keep behind closed doors. That's not, no. That's me being judgmental. No. just no. So card number 17, Miss Sunshine. You have a habit of being everyone's little Miss Sunshine, but Pisces, We gotta be real here, girl. You've been turning everyone's world upside freaking down, and myself included. You a little bit too sunshiny to recognize you're being blinded by your own damn truth, Pisces, and don't be all sensitive. This is coming from a Pisces. So it's like we're talking shit to ourselves, okay? Don't be like, oh my God, she's so mean. She just doesn't get Pisces. I do get Pisces. I get Pisces. So yeah, we've been turning people's worlds upside down. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. She looks like she gives 0 Fs regardless. Oh, she must be a Pisces. So that's what's going on. That's what's going on. So, okay, let me just recap this because what are we getting ourselves into? All right. Okay. This is some shit. I'm not a Pisces. I'm a Capricorn. Today, I'm a Capricorn. This is some shit. You caught someone's attention. Story of my motherfucking life. I swear to God. You caught someone's attention. They gave you a sob story. You kind of feel like you got to now defend them. You're being good to them. And now they're thinking like, oh, that's my twin. No. No. They don't get it, Pisces. They don't get it. We're nice to everyone. We are nice to everyone. We flirt with furniture. We flirt with animals. We flirt with nature. Hello, clouds. Do you see that? Hello, clouds. You're looking mighty fluffy today. Okay? This is what's going on. Someone mistook your Pisces-ness and it turned their world upside down. This is scary. There's a wicked ass obsession brewing. It's brewing. A wicked ass obsession. Temple of Black Obsidian, the dark healing chamber. Maybe they need to see your dark. They need to see your dark half. Like, I'm Pisces, I'm crazy. Okay? You can't handle this. That's why I flirt with everything, to minimize the visible cray-cray. You have to tap into deeper levels of your discernment and intuition. Some shit's about to pop off. Okay. Card number 31, trust yourself. Everything in creation is backing you up, is supporting you in the extraction of yourself from this circumstance. This is not okay, Pisces. Seriously. With the energies that are going around, I need to drink some milk. That calmed me down. With the energies going around, you have to be careful of the way you interact with other people, just because we want to minimize the level of, you should just bottle up your pheromones. That's what it is. We should bottle up Pisces pheromones and just sell it to the people who like have no game. I'm just saying, because your magnetism is reaching new levels with the energies that are going around. Since everyone's going crazy anyways, I think what's going on is like, ooh, look at that one. That one's extra crazy. Let's obsess off that one. And this is like a slippery slope that's going on. Card number 44, stranded. Look at that. You got their asses so discombobulated with your Pisces sexual goodness. They got their asses up in a tree. I'm just saying. Only a Pisces could do that. I'm just saying. But you got to be careful because all of your magical juju-ness that's just oozing from you got you looking like you're a siren. Card number 24, Mermaid's Love. We just, I think I need Daddy to come upstairs and just protect me from the energies of this reading because look, he doesn't even care that he's carrying around a half fish. He's just like, I know you can't walk, baby, but I'll carry you. I'll carry you. You're making them go goo goo gaga over you. And she's just like, okay, just put me down gently, okay? Wings of Isis uniting with the angelic self. Okay, I think with this card, creation is asking you to behave yourself. Creation is definitely asking you to behave yourself because there's a lot of healing that's needing to take place. Like on a serious note, there's a lot of healing that's needing to take place, and your presence in other people's journeys, it's causing that unresolved issues that it goes far beyond before you even entered their life. They're putting all of that on you, and that's what's causing them to become obsessive with you. Some of y'all like this, though. That's what it is. Some of you guys totally like this. Card number 9, what do you feel? Things just got serious. I think for some of you, this is totally tapping into some twin flame stuff. I'm suddenly not laughing. This is just, I don't know, some of you are in a relationship already, and then you just recently found your twin flame, and now you're kind of thinking like, ooh, hello. Be careful with that. Really, be careful with that. You have to be like the gardener. Card number 27, be like the gardener and remove from your garden the things that should not be growing, the things that are not going to help nurture and nourish you and your soul. Because this is I think you guys are needing to take a very good look at what's going on. Take a very good look. If this is resonating and you feel like this does have to do with the twin stuff, like the whole turning your world upside down, going into that dark chamber to heal, trying to retrieve memories that have been locked away at the top of a tower, at that a phallic symbol. You know, the whole number 44, number 31, 3 plus 1 is 4. The half and the whole, 24, like one of you is just half. The mermaid is a half human. 4, standing beside the 4, the whole person. This is like now getting some serious twin shit because the lunar queen, I'm not reading these cards with the definitions provided in the book, but lunar queen, really, the moon represents dark energy, yin energy, the counterpart of the sun, which divine sun child. The inner child is, oh shit. Pisces, y'all got yourselves into some shit is what it is. The lunar queen, this kind of, the first impression that I get from this card is that you are hiding quite a bit. Quite a bit. You're keeping a lot of things hidden behind this like image of just badass goddess. Careful with that, Pisces. Be very, very careful with that because let's face it, as Pisces, we can start some awesome shit and really go balls to the wall, but we don't necessarily have the attention span to really stick to the wall. If you're gonna put up this front, there is a chance, a very good chance, that this whole game is gonna just crumble. You're gonna lose steam halfway through and be like, look, motherfucker, I can't be getting cute like this all the time. It's too much effort. By then, I mean, they're just gonna follow you everywhere. You know, now you got a little bird to feed that just shits everywhere. Because birds, you can't really teach a bird where to poop. You know, they just kind of go. They just kind of go. So this, I think this has a lot to do with Pisces' own internal wounds that we haven't been addressing. Card number 25, release a dark wound, let love live. I mean, am I a part of this group? Before I start saying stuff, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know myself well enough to know if I'm still a part of this group. But there is a group within the Pisces collective that just absolutely refuses to allow yourself to truly love and be loved. You keep trying to swim away, trying to get caught, trying to swim away, trying to get caught, trying to swim away. And what's happened is your fish is rotting. No more games. Okay? Figure out what you want, Pisces. Well, what do you actually want? Because this is not just one person that you're toying with. It looks like there's a couple. Okay, not that you're serial dating, but if for some of you that this resonates with, if you're in a relationship or you found your twin and they're in a relationship or you're both in relationships, that's a lot of lives being affected. So if you're going to go after something, you better make sure that's what you really want. You can't be this like slippery fish, sliding through the water, slippery fish. That's a song that keeps coming to my mind. It's a childhood song that, needs to stay in childhood. And I think what's going on is that it makes Pisces very uncomfortable to actually look at what is going on within them. There's a lot of old wounds that are needing to be finally addressed, and we're not addressing them. We're really not addressing them. Okay. And whatever comes before you, that's a mirror of what's inside you. Okay. If you want to go ahead and say that, oh, it's the other person, they're doing this and this. Okay. Well, what's that mirroring inside you? Why is that triggering you? Because that's something being mirrored from within you. That's a projection of an internal circumstance, an external symptom presentation of an internal circumstance. So we have to really see what's going on. We have to see how everything is connected. Card number 12. Everything is connected. You can't necessarily stand there looking confused and adorable as hell. Look at her Mary Janes. I love Mary Janes. I'm just saying. I used to wear Mary Janes all the time. I don't know why you needed that fact. But look at her, all dainty fingered, but she's the one that's holding on to that tangled mess. Oh. So basically, we totally are the ones that's holding on to it. Did we create it? I mean, is it even anything of relevance who created it? But if you're going to continue to perpetuate it, doesn't that make you more responsible for the fallout of what's going on? Card number 42, change of seasons. You're changing, Pisces. You're definitely changing, and that's okay. You can allow yourself to change. You don't always have to be what people think you are. Like people it always cracks me up. People look at me and they expect me to be like this docile little China doll. No, I'm not. I'm so not. It's okay to change. Change is a constant in life. Change is totally a constant, right? It's okay to give yourself permission to transform, okay? Ooh. Divine names of power. It's almost like this sense that what's going on is a need to recall who you actually are beyond this life. Who are you? What are the lives that you've lived? Where did you come from? What lineage of galactic, celestial, whatever you want to call it, what lineage did you come from? Because at this point, all of this is basically a distraction. It's a distraction, you know? It's a distraction, and it's keeping you from actually focusing on figuring out who you are, honoring the God and goddess within you. Because every single one of us, whether you agree, believe, or don't, you have a fractal of that God source, that 0 point of origination contained within you. You are a representative of a fractal of that consciousness. And it's time you begin remembering that, because all of these little games that I'm seeing going on, this is not going to fly. Just not. You're going to end up getting yourself bit in the ass, because you know, I have some words to say. I got some words. I do, but I'm not going to say it because it's just mean. It's just mean. And you don't just need someone to be mean to you. You need someone who's willing to defend to the end the worthwhile. And we need you to remember who you are, Pisces. Okay? Remember who you are. So let me get more cards, because we need further clarity on this. Totally turned into a completely different reading. Let's see. I think there's some external stuff going on. Got a flashbang. We got a flashbang. I think there's some external stuff going on that's causing us to totally lose focus, like I did in the first half of this reading. And it's needing to be clarified. It's totally needing to be clarified, because until we get some sort of basic level of clarity, we're going to continue going round and round, playing these games, participating in the very cyclical process that just consumes our energy. We need to use our energy for constructive purposes, either to create our best life possible or to assist others in creating their best life. We're not just here to be consumed. All right, let's see. So we have nothing to worry about. See, that's what I'm talking about. I think for some of you, you're really struggling through some twin shit. You're really, really struggling through some twin shit. So the star card just pops up and, you know, is present. And it's this sense that you suddenly got a taste of that twin energy, that connection, and you're like starstruck, and your eyes are all big and everything's just flashbang, and it's blinding you from what you need to know. You need to be very careful with your energy. The Father of Swords can defend, but you got a son of a mother fluffer. Hot pursuit. I mean, it goes back to the whole someone is obsessed with you. They don't want to play the fool, but on the flip side of this card, they are playing the fool because they don't know what they want to do, whether they want to move forward or what. They're kind of just stuck. They're just stuck. So how does this all work out? They're just going to keep watching you and be obsessed. I would do that too. Shit, I absolutely would. Michael, give me your sword. You ain't even using your sword, damn it. You just holding that sword, making it look like an accessory. Why don't you hand it over to me? I'll use it. I will use that shit. All right. I'm sorry, Michael. My aggression kind of popped out. So it's something that's totally taking you up higher. All right. All of this confusion can be used as steps to take you to higher levels of understanding of you and your journey, but you're the only one that can take those steps. You're the only one that can climb it, okay? We got the Emperor card. So with this, whoever this is, whoever is getting obsessed with you, they have a very dominant energy, okay? It's a very dominant energy, and they don't seem to understand the concept of boundaries. So you're definitely going to have to enforce boundaries. Boundaries are nothing more than lines in the sand if they're not enforced. And for some of you, it's going to be more than just enforcing the boundaries. It's a full cutoff. For some of you, you need to just cut them off. Don't play these games, okay? Find someone else to flirt with. There's billions of other people, you know, there's billions of other people to flirt with and have fun with. You need to cut this shit off. Okay. And this is not for everyone. This is for some. For some, this obsession becomes a little too much, and I wouldn't play with that. But also at the same time, you got the Ace of Wands. So it's like this challenge, it might help to, I don't want to say that. It might help to focus your energy into growing and developing, your abilities. Okay. So, you know, it doesn't necessarily mean all bad stuff. You don't have to be scared or any of that, but you do have to be aware of cause and effect. You have to be very mindful of the causations you create, because you will later be the one who harvests the effects of those causations. And for some of us, these causations extend beyond this life, before this life. This is past life shit coming through. Past life stuff. For some of us, it's past life stuff. And Mother of Cups, this card always shows me like you're blocking. You're blocking your own guidance. You're blocking your abundance. You're blocking the support. And, you know, have you stopped to wonder why you're blocking it? If you've called this energy to you, why are you blocking it? It could be past life you that messed something up and now you're trying to fix it, and that's why you called it to you. It could be. I'm just trying to figure out what is the heart of the message. Shit. For quite a few of you, this is absolutely twin shit. All right. So I was told to pull 2 cards from there, 2 cards from there. Right now, everything is a hot mess. Everything is all jumbled together. You don't know what's your emotions. You don't know what's their emotions. This is some real old past life soul connection type stuff that's playing out. And here's the thing, it's almost, because all the energies are all like mixed together, and it's frazzling. It seems like either you or this individual is seeking to create a solid foundation, okay? Create a solid foundation from which both of you can rise together. It doesn't necessarily mean a romantic relationship. It can definitely be something where you guys become very close and are like best friends and are together for the rest of your life, meaning like in each other's lives. But there's a presence. I don't know if it's on your side, the Pisces side, or the other individual side, who is attempting to just make an even bigger mess. They're poisoning the cups that other people who are involved are drinking from. So give me clarity, dude. We cannot just have this like this. And then you get the Hanged Man. You get the Hanged Man because you just really, you're like in limbo. You don't know what to do. Yeah. Twin flame shit. Whoever this is rotten. Just like flat out rotten. Okay. Whoever this is rotten, is very jealous, and would love to see you burn while everyone watches. Are you going to do that? Are you going to let that happen, Pisces? And I wouldn't be surprised if they're the one that kind of got everyone all riled up to begin with. You know what I mean? It does feel like it's some sort of karmic thing. Gosh, I'm telling you guys today, I'm Capricorn. I'm full on Capricorn is what it is. I'm trying to understand. I'm just really trying to understand because there's so many levels and layers to these messages, and it doesn't quite make sense. It feels like something is actively trying to attempt to keep a key component out of the reading. Elijah, yes. You know, Eva can gurgle my satin crystal ball sack. And if your name is Eva, I don't mean you. I'm just saying. Who's a straight up Pisces? I know I am Pisces. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Oh, seriously, I feel my frustration rising. I feel like something's actively attempting to block actual necessary information from coming through. I really feel it like strongly. That's what I'm fucking talking about. I'm livid. I'm fucking livid. Card number 48, the Sorcerer. Mm-hmm. That's the Rat. I'm just saying. Yep, that's it. We're fucking doing energy work. Mm-hmm. The Blade, fire. Michael's sword is always on fire when there's some fuckery afoot. Let's go ahead and do energy work. Now I'm fucking pissed off. All right. Pisces or not, you can partake in this if you want. Okay. For some reason, For some reason, I'm told to not engage. Do I listen? Do I not? Let's see. Un momento, por favor. All right. So what we're gonna do, girl, why you gotta trip? I'm pissed off. The sorcerer biznatch. I'm really pissed off. I'm really pissed off. But I want to do something, but am I doing this as a corrective measure, or am I doing this out of a desire to prove that I can flex harder? You know, and that's an unbalanced ego. That's an unbalanced ego. And Deborah says, wow, how about just backpedal? How about I respect myself and do what I feel is appropriate for me? You want to flex on someone, you fucking flex on someone. Oh, because you don't know how, so you want me to do it? I don't think so. When you're given elevated ability, you have a responsibility. Okay? You can't just flex just because you can. Get yourself straight with yourself. All right? Get yourself straight with yourself. Whatever I decide right now serves as an example for people who are still trying to figure out their way through their spiritual path. So what am I teaching? What are you teaching? What are you trying to encourage me to do? Fuck out of here. What we're going to do, this is what we're going to do, because I'm not going to do shit out of ego. I work too fucking hard to be on display with my ego all fucked off. I'm not moving out of ego. I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off. But you know what? No, that's not the right thing to do. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and do energetic work. I'm going to fortify everyone's shields. And when I say everyone, I mean everyone whose higher self gives permission for me to do this work. I'm going to fortify your shields. I'm going to electrify the outside of your auric shield in addition to fortifying it. So that way, if something attempts to harm one of my Pisces people, one who's here cross-watching, because obviously you're intertwined with the path of a Pisces, you'll have some measure of protection and advance notice, because that's what Pisces do. We love and we protect, and we stay within the waters of honor. There's nothing Bushido about flexing just because you can. You only engage when it's necessary. Okay? I'm going to play you guys some music. I think what's going on is the twins are being affected, because the twins need reunification in order for higher levels of work to occur. And when I say reunification, I mean energetic. I don't mean boom, chicka, wow, wow, let's go on a date. I mean energetically. There needs to be a reunification, and if they can interfere with that through foolery, it greatly affects the trajectory of humanity's evolution. And it is that serious. So breathe very deep, very slow. My energy will always honor your sovereignty without permission from your highest self. None of this energy will enter your space. Breathe. Deborah, you're so full of shit. Let me just remove you. Breathe very deep and very slow.
Those of you sensitive to energy, you may begin to feel tingly and mildly dizzy. If you start to feel dizzy, please have a seat.
How do you guys feel? Tama, this is you getting banned. Oh, you're already hit it. Upbeat. You guys feel okay? This is some insane stuff. This is some really seriously insane stuff. This is insane. Absolutely insane. Good. So with that, I wish I could have done more. I wish I could have done. I just wish I could have done more. I'm going to pull a few more cards. Okay. I'm going to pull a few more cards. I want clarity. I absolutely want clarity, not that cluster fluff from earlier. I want to know what's really going on. If you want to learn how to do energy work like I do, this is not something that I was taught. This is something I came into this life knowing, just knowing. I actually teach classes on how to do this work. It's called Kokoro 33. That's the system that I created or remember. And you can find that on my website, meevolving.com. Just click on the Kokoro banner and it will give you the opportunity to read about the different types of programs you can join. So card number 10, releasing allegiances. Let go of everything before this point. You have just been recalibrated. You have a much better idea of who you are in this moment right now than whoever you thought you were before this moment occurred. So definitely make what's going on. Not okay. Doing energy work that's not requested or given permission for is not okay. No, Melissa, start your own fucking channel. You don't do energy work on someone else using me to reach people. That's demonic. Start your own channel. That's very upsetting. That's very upsetting. That's a huge disrespect of the space that I create for myself. Okay, card number 10, releasing allegiances. There's no reason you have to stay within the confines of how other people want you to behave. None. None. And my reaction to that was absolutely justified. I vouch for this space. Okay, absolutely justified, and I will not apologize or unblock. Card number 29, seeing the true you. This is the true me. One who would go to war for you to make sure that your sovereign space, your sovereign right to decide is always respected. Pisces, you have to have no shame at this point for your ability to stand up like no one else. None. Do not apologize for loving so deeply that you are willing to go to war if necessary. It's time to go balls to the wall. No apologies for that. That shit pisses me off. That really pisses me off. Okay? Card number 16, what you want wants you. Within you is your personal power gifted directly to you from creation. No one can take this away. No one can diminish it. Allow it to rise up. Allow it to uncurl and rise up like a Fibonacci sequence back up to your greatness, using this as the very ladder to return yourself to the greatness that you are. Not were, but are, because you've always been this. Whatever it is, Pisces, that you think you're trying to become, you already are that. You're simply going through the process of allowing yourself the permission to accept that you are. So return to your greatness. It wants you. You want your greatness. It wants you too. It wants to be reunified with you. Don't be afraid of allowing some of your shadow side to come out and correcting the things that need to be corrected. You guys saw right here, absolutely not. This is a sacred space that I create for anyone who wants to bless me with their presence. People don't get to shit here. Nope. And I will always have this kind of reaction. Always. Because I will always be willing and ready to fight on your behalf. And you have to be willing and ready to fight for yourself too. And sometimes the most powerful way to wage a war is to quietly walk away. Sometimes it's to engage. Use your discernment. You were given elevated levels of intuition specifically for this. Allow yourself the freedom to figure things out. Don't be confined to what other people say you should do, how you should behave, how this is not that and that is not this, and you're not spiritual and you're too blah, blah, blah. No, let them think whatever they want to think. Let them drown on their ocean of. These are not people who want to understand you. These are not people who want to support your growth. These are people who are afraid of you rising up, afraid of you becoming another living testament to the living word that they preach. Because that's what your existence is. The living word made into flesh, a representation of love walking on this earth. And let me tell you, love is not just cupcakes and cuddles and dates and kisses and hugs. Love is omnilove. Real love is omnilove, meaning it has all the facets. What that means, love can rise up as easily and quickly as it can tear down. Whatever is needed by the soul is what love will do. Be love. Be love. Be the Buddha and the warrior. Whatever's necessary. And if you need to be checked, be the one to check yourself. You guys saw me check myself like I could have done something. No, that's ego. That's an ugly side of ego. That just because I can, I will. No, I don't need to. That was just information that was trying to trigger me to act in a way that is not in alignment with my truth and who I am. And it's okay to get triggered as long as you're able to sit there and hold up. What's this about? No, that's not in alignment with who I am at this point. No, I cannot. I will not go back to that former version of me that I'm not proud of being. And it's okay to have those conversations with yourself. It's okay for those moments to rise up. That's proof of your growth. It's not proof that you haven't mastered something. Because if we're going to be honest, you're not in this life to master anything. You're in this life to experience the full motion and emotion of a human life. Okay? Card number 32, faith in the process. Things are going to get dicey. They're going to get dicey, and that's fine. That's perfectly fine. You have what it takes to get through this. And in those moments where you can't stand on your own, you can't take another step forward, you'll be carried. That's fine. Your spiritual team that you are gifted with, you came into this life with, that most of us probably don't even notice is there. They don't need our acknowledgement. They don't need us to know their names. They don't need us to have conversations with them every day. They're there no matter what. And so when you can't take another step forward, don't worry, sit down, because they'll carry you. You're never going to be late. You're never going to miss the train. You will always be exactly where you need to be. And if you need to be carried to get there, that's what your team will do for you. There's nothing in this life you have to fear. Nothing. Nothing at all. Not people challenging you, not people trying to tear you down, not people trying to trigger you and cause you to revert to old ways of being. And you know what? Sometimes you need to revert. Sometimes that's what's appropriate, and that's okay. Give yourself permission to be who you are. You are a dynamic energy. Excuse me. So let's get you one final message, because this has gone on a little too long. Oh, that's beautiful. All right. Card number 28, enter the Garden of Delights. Are you aware that sweetness is found everywhere in town? Are you aware that winter is gone and spring has come around? Are you aware that sweet basil and the carnation are whispering in the garden and laughing about how simply everything is found? Are you aware the nightingale has come back from its flight, singing out messages of love to spread delight with every sound? Everything in the garden is granted the right from the divine court to appear for our delight. Everything is here to make the earth green and alive and a haven for our life. What remains buried in the soil will always endeavor to reach out. No one truly alive can ever be pawned to a prison or a tomb. There is a sweet spot when entering the Garden of Delights, a moment where the senses have gorged themselves upon beauty and become heavy with their fullness, slowing the mind so that it can perceive the divine beloved dancing behind the veils of nature. But first comes the sensual feasting. Blooming orchids arrest the gaze with a startling and strange beauty. Nectar from the ripest fruits of the garden drips, luscious and sweet, upon a savoring tongue. Hungry for gossip, the ears shamelessly eavesdrop upon the birds in melodic conversation. They sing of greatest, most passionate love and boundless living joy. The ears open wide to take it all in. The craving for touch is satisfied by rough textured bark falling from the ancient trees, soft dewy grasses, cool in the shade, and crunching leaves making their sounds under the hot sun and dancing feet, and the caress of that sunlight upon bare shoulders, with weight of its own like a silken wrap placed just so by a caring lover's hand. The breeze, the very breath of the beloved Earth Mother, is sweet with scent of lavender and jasmine, warmed by the Sun Father. Drink it in until your arms raise themselves to heaven, your head tilts, eyes rolling back in your head, and your sacred animal body is mindlessly and in love. The Garden of Delights, narcotic in effect, lulling the senses from tension into sacred relaxation that love may be experienced. Let us rest here in the midst of so much life, where the goodness of life is felt and the heart is free from any prison of pain or doubt. Come, be in the garden with me now. Let us be free and feast to our heart's content. You have been granted entry into sacred space, a sanctuary for worship. When the soul is well acquainted with love, life becomes a temple of love, the sacred space in which the soul can grow powerful through expansive worship of love. You are being invited by your spiritual brother Rumi to enter into life, to commit to coming alive, even if at times this feels deeply challenging. Sometimes a part of you may rather stay locked in an illusion of security for a time, perhaps expressed through the preference for what is known over what is unknown, what is familiar and comfortable compared to that which is unfamiliar or uncomfortable. To tussle with the parts of us that would deny aliveness is a natural part of growth. It can seem so risky with such potential for heartache, and yet what could be more heart-wrenching than the slow death of a precious human soul? suffocated by fear and inertia. That is the greatest risk of never really and fully being born into this world of wonders. Come alive. It requires shedding of so much adherence to the fear of death. The great brother whispers wisdom into your heart. You heard it, felt it already. The fear of death is so much more terrible than death itself. Nothing is dying in you but fear, so the heart can live more freely. Death and life are twin angels dancing together in communion with the sacred. They are not opposed. They bring the soul aliveness and make the garden of delights possible. They bring the seasons of the soul that foster growth and take appearance of dying away, which is actually part of the cycle of life, again and again. So honestly, in order to be reborn, you have to allow yourself to die. The pieces of you that no longer fit the tapestry that you are weaving, it needs to be allowed to be released. Allow yourself to let go and let love and let God, because that's the only way you're actually truly going to live. I found in all this work that I've done, many of us think we're afraid of dying. It's really not that. We're afraid that we will reach the end of this life without fully living. And what's the solution for that? What's the solution? To actually live. To stop putting things off to a later date. Oh, well, next week, I can do that next week. Oh, I could do that tomorrow. I don't have time today. Do you not have time, or is it just not important enough for you? Because at the end of this journey, what happens is you look at everything you've done in life, and I would hate for you to be laying in that bed using your last couple breaths to think about all the things you wish you would have done. Your debt will still be there. The drama will still be there. All of that silly human existence stuff will still be there. It's never going to go away. There's never going to be a perfect moment. You're never going to have enough income, because that's how this system is created. To consistently and perpetually suffocate you until you find yourself struggling to take those last few breaths. Make it something beautiful. Make this life something memorable. Something that goes beyond the expiration date of the body. Leave your mark. Pisces, so many people are watching. So many people are watching, and everything you do, there are those who will silently watch you. As you swim through the waters, you leave a ripple in your wake. A ripple of change. You change people in such a gentle way, they don't even realize they're being changed. They have no idea that you are gifting them with so much love and empowerment just by witnessing you swim on by. Maybe it's time you recognize that. Maybe it's time you begin allowing yourself to be exactly who you are with no apologies. Because I'm not sorry for being passionate. I'm not sorry for being outraged at the level of disrespect shown to sovereign souls who are my guests in this sacred temple that is called a live stream. I'm not sorry. My rage is justified. This space is the home of my heart, and my special guests have been disrespected. Fuck yes, I'm pissed off. And whoever has a problem with that has a problem with it. But I'm comfortable in who I am. I have an understanding. I'm not a perfect person, and I'm not trying to be. I'm not a master. I'm not a guru. I'm just a girl in love with life, realizing that people are watching and understanding For some of you, seeing me have my little tantrums, seeing me talk things through in my own head and give myself permission to be authentic. For some of you, that's the only time you're going to see this level of freedom. And I hope that's the only time you need to become inspired, free yourself. Because whether you recognize it or not, I kind of like who you are. I kind of like you just the way you are. And it'd be nice if more of that came out. It'd be nice if you could just be you everywhere you go. And maybe if enough of us decided to just be us, we'll reach critical mass. And that will be the norm. That will be the standard, a standard of freedom. Freedom to be, freedom to love. That'd be beautiful. That would definitely be beautiful. And it all starts with you. It all starts with you deciding what you want to do with everything you've witnessed and heard in this live stream. It's just a silly little live stream. Doesn't mean anything unless you want it to. It has no impact unless you give it permission to have an impact. That's just that. Do you see how powerful you are? That nothing means anything until you give it a definition. I mean, isn't that what God does? Do you see now how you are a scaled down version of that God energy? That's a beautiful thing. I'm just, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing to begin remembering these things about yourself, because all of us are shoulder to shoulder in this. No one is more important than the other. No one needs to be put on a pedestal or used as a stepping stone. We're shoulder to shoulder in this. So we can either march forward, marching towards an era of evolved existence, or we can march forward shoulder to shoulder, prepared for war. I think we have to begin defining what it is we're marching forward towards. And I think maybe Pisces might be the sign that's open enough to begin these conversations with other people, to begin inspiring others to have conversations outside of conversations with Pisces. It's a beautiful thing to be alive right now, but only if we define it as so. I hope all of my online insanity was well received. Give this video a thumbs up. Please do subscribe to my channel, turn on that notification bell, join me every single time I'm live. I probably should have finished the whole cookie. It might have been the hangries coming out, or it might have just been justified. I'm leaning towards the latter. I think it was justified. And I'm thankful to all of you for sharing this space with me. I mean it. I really go out of my way to try and ensure that this space stays sacred and that anyone who joins feels safe. And I will always go out of my way to do that. That's not something that is company policy or anything like that. That's me. Okay, that's me. That's the heart of me. In everything I do, I always want everyone to feel welcome and safe. And I'm never going to change that. Never. It might offend some people, and that's okay. Maybe those people need to be offended because their perception has led them to believe that certain behaviors that are disrespectful to the soul should be acceptable. And no, I will always stand in support of a soul, any soul. I don't care whose soul. I will always stand in support and in love of sovereign souls, no matter what. So I love you guys. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you again very, very soon. Bye.